Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today, Kings and Queens. I'll just meditate to the beloved ancestors and having a moment. And this is this is my life. This is real. This is godly. This is they're next to God. And I live in honor to them. This is real. This is pure, and this is true. This is my life. I live to grow. And I meditate on this coronavirus. I think about all the lives that were lost unnecessarily because one man thought it was a joke. Now it happened. And now we have a new administration in who believes in listening to the doctors and listening to the scientists and knows that we have to use common sense when it comes to things like this. And the fact that the CDC now, is making all type of recommendations where they weren't able to make them before because they were under the threat of termination. So they couldn't speak the way they wanted to speak. And now they are. They're saying it's really not safe to travel. It's really not safe to do a lot of different things. That we're learning now about this virus. That's why when somebody brings you a warning, it's best to try to believe. That way, you can head off what's getting ready to happen. Things are not laughing matters anymore. This is real life. People are leaving here. You don't know when your appointment day and time is, and that's why we got to try to get right. Before that day and time come, we need to get our heart right. And the way we treat one another, the way we oppress one another, just like I tell you about the birds, I'm watching them now. They out there all together, different colors, different kinds, red, white, blue, all different type of birds. But they together out there in the grass, flying around, chirping to one another. And then they, every so often they bicker. But then guess what? They fly off together. They love one another. Birds of a feather flock together. So we gonna flock in love. Amen. I'm telling you, I go back to church. Okay, here we go. I wrote a letter, and this letter is getting around. It's a matter of time before this fall's Grow program, greatness reached over oppression through wisdom, what we doing, how we quietly build and quietly rise and quietly growing, while the evil out there climbing all over the Capitol building. We over here just watching the evil, but we quietly growing, quietly rising to take our royal, not inferior position in this world. So I wrote a letter. This letter is starting to get around, and we chipping away at the ice. The breakthrough is coming. We starting to melt. And the letter goes, Dear African people, it is so sad that we as an African people are like crabs in a bucket. Don't want to see nobody try to rise. Always think of each other suspect. Ulterior motives, when the ulterior motive is to lift all Africans from oppression around the world and in the United States. God commands us to love. We are living under a cruel and injustice, the definition of oppression, system full of inequality and in dire need of reform. Racist faces everywhere that smile in your face all the time they want to take your race. Let's grow over this oppression, kings and queens. We are royalty, descendants of kings and queens, but we haven't been acting like it, and the beloved ancestors are not pleased. Let us rise and take our royal, not inferior position in this world. We are legends, transformed by a renewing of our minds, that great mind that God gave us, that we can overcome anything. Our ancestors did, mind over matter. We are in this world, but not of this world. Here by no fault of our own. We have been so many names. Now we have our correct and royal name. African American, we are African first. God commands us to love. I love you. Love and our strength and our power in numbers will pull us from the oppression inflicted by this country and ourselves. If we can only remember where we came from, so we can understand where we are going. If we don't, we are like a ship in uncharted waters, forever lost and stuck. Signed, Jacqueline Hunt. Grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. And that's what we have to do, people. We have to stop being like a ship in uncharted waters, bobbing off in the water, just lost and stuck forever because we can't remember where we came from to know where we going. We just okay with the status quo. We okay to be in our pity party. And this is not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay what happened to our ancestors, and it's not okay what is happening to our brothers and sisters in the community. That's why we have a positive movement that is growing, because just like Prince said, love will conquer all if you just believe. It will, but you got to believe, we're like the great mountain that can't get any higher in God. That great mountain, it starts to spread. And that's love. It spreads to get the other mountains up. Come on, lift them up. We gonna rise above this oppression. I'm telling you, this ain't nothing but God and the beloved ancestors. You think I'm smart enough to sit up and think of something like this and how this all come together and how we all connected all across the world? Grow is reaching all here, there, and everywhere, all in 30 countries, and growing. Every time I look, it's steady growing. People steady listening. People telling folks, the Facebook ministry, is off the chain. It's growing. Twitter's growing. Instagram's growing. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know a lot about Instagram. See, I told you I wasn't allowed to be on social media. I wasn't allowed to have a Facebook. Even though I didn't have nobody on there but my family, I had 80 people on my Facebook. Now my Facebook has close to about 10,000 people, because it's people who want to be friends and can't be because, they just have to follow. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a lot about social media. I was under oppression, and the oppression that we put up under each other, as we going into these relationships and these marriages. This is not about control. It's not about running somebody. It's not about finding out where somebody at so you can run them and track them and keep track of them and control them, and tell them what you want them to wear, how you want them to fix their hair, and how you want them to be this and be that and do this and do that for you. Let that person be their own individual. Let them be who God destined them to be. You run you. You can only control you anyway. And I'm gonna tell you something. I talked about this. This is getting ready to be a new phrase. I talked about this. Cum drops. You got to, ladies, we got to carry ourselves like queens, honey. We are queens. I go on Instagram, and as soon as I get on Instagram, here comes some foolishness popped up. I don't even go looking for that. I go on there to tell somebody it's a godly message, send somebody something that's going to help lift their day. Actually, the stuff that I like to post on Facebook, I go over to Instagram. As soon as I get ready to put something on, here comes something. And then yesterday, this woman laying in the bathtub, and she all moving all around in the bathtub. And I don't know what she doing that for, because see, the thing of it is, you got people looking at you who you don't want looking at you. Just imagine if you in your bathtub, but your window open. You don't know somebody out there looking. He's looking, but he a sex offender, honey, and he looking at your body. But this is the difference. He online and you don't know that he's a sex offender, but you got this spread out for him to see, and then there go stalkers, there go different type of people looking for you, trying to find you. See, women, we are queens. This strip club foolishness, showing off our bodies, telling what it's like, that's for your intimate partner. That's for somebody you decide to be intimate. That's not for the world to know. It really is. That's why when people go back and then now they taking pictures and putting them online and people getting charged for that different kind of stuff. Cause see, you getting blackmail. People turn around and want to tell what it's like and want to tell their side of the story. You already told yours because you done put it all up on Facebook and put it all on Instagram and laying in the bathtub, for everybody to see. So, he won't go tell his side of the story, but you don't want to tell that. So it's, we got different sides of stories here. And I'm telling you something, these men getting set up. We need to be careful, about these situations, going I'm telling you, the music that is coming out, the messages that is being put in people's head, in these young people, that it's okay to slip her a Molly and she ain't gonna know it. That's a setup. Cause see, the minute he do that, he going to prison, and then what song you gonna sing to him while he's sitting in prison? What you got ready for him then? Cause see, you done already told him it's okay to give her a Molly and she ain't even know it. And then next thing you know, there she goes. She done been, that's rape. What you just described for him to tell him to do to her, that's rape. Otherwise, you should have just went in and said rape her. If you gonna say slip her a Molly, she ain't gonna know it. Find a word to rhyme with rape. Cause see, you that's right there. That's like a conspiracy. Setting these people up, for fall, for fail. Sing them a song that's gonna help them. Sing them a song, rap to them about how to put the AK-47 down, because that's gonna set them up for federal time. Rap to them about how to go get a book and an education, how to go get a trade. Matter of fact, don't even get set up with the government to owe all these thousands of dollars in college fees. Go and get a trade. Go learn how to do something. Learn how to truck drive. Learn how to carpet. Learn how to hang drywall. Learn how to build houses. Go learn how to be an architect. Learn how to do something. Rap to them about that. And let's tell these kids, get these kids up off the street. See, the coronavirus and already, the man said it was a joke, but the coronavirus already put all the kids out of school. Kids ain't got nothing to do but get in trouble. And then on top of that, we adding to the problem by telling them to go slip the girl Molly, go pick up the AK-47. I got something for this end around here, but I'm telling you something, you can listen to that song while you go around there, and then you going for federal time, son. They gonna lock you up for all of that, and everything everybody else did that they can't get a hold of. See, you gonna answer for all that. You ain't gonna be able to go on vacation like these people doing, like the ones who climbed all up on the Capitol building. You ain't gonna be able to do that. See, your privilege don't allow you to do anything like that, and you got common sense not to do nothing like that anyway. I'ma tell you, ain't nobody supreme over you. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Ain't nobody supreme over you. Walk in royalty. We are descendants of kings and queens, but we haven't been acting like it. We've been oppressing one another. See, the oppression done trickled down. It came from the bondage. When the picture that I got on my website, that's what started it all. From the time they set foot on this land, it has been slavery down to oppression. 400 years of this oppressive underground railroad that we've been on. It's time to get off. Our stop is coming up. I'm telling you, this railroad getting ready to go out of business. It's been going for a long time. Harriet Tubman was on this railroad, and now I'm the conductor. I done took over. I'm finna lead us up out of oppression. I done risen from the dust. God done kept me. God watched over and protected me, sent the beloved ancestors to watch over and protect me so I can be here right now to tell you how to come up out of your oppression, how to rise with substance. How we not gonna be in no pity party because woe ain't none of you. We ain't finna give in to the enemy. We ain't finna turn it over. Except turn it over to God. That's who we gonna meditate our problem to. Cause see, we ain't even finna sit around and be calling one another up and telling one another about our problem. Because see, then you're going to tell it to the wrong one and they going to take it and run with it. See what you do, you be like royalty. Solve your problem. You know, in school, the teacher told you, she gave you a problem. She ain't say, here, go talk about it. She said, here, go solve it. Solve your own problem. You are royalty. Rise above this oppression, kings and queens. Yo, we royalty. I'm telling you, we the true people, we royalty. So you got to get up. I'm telling you, if I could walk around and pick everybody up, I would, but I can't. So all I can do is use my voice, and it's getting places, honey. It's getting all over the world. To tell people to get up, rise above this oppression. You need to go tell somebody who down. Go get the talented and lost, gather them up and let them sit around and listen. Because I got something to tell them too. They ain't got to run off to Timbuktu and go hide off somewhere to try to get rehabbed and turn around and come right back to people, place, and thing. You sit right around people, place, and thing while they doing what they doing. It don't mean you got to do it. Mind over anything. God gave you a great mind just like he gave our ancestors to rise above the oppression, rise above the bondage, the mental bondage. Forget that. People starting to wise up about these drugs. They sending this drugs, and this is the oldest trick in the book. Shipping drugs. Oh yeah, you want to give me some drugs? That's the oldest trick in the book. To take that stuff, you see what happened to your brother out there. You see what's going on with your sister out there. You see what's happening in your community. It's time to rise, people. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. I'm telling you, I came out to fight oppression. I'm going to put up my baby picture. I'm going to show you. Look, I'm looking out for oppression. I got my eyes wide open. I'm looking out for oppression. I got one fist up. The other hand is blocking. I'm telling you, I'm looking for oppression. I'm going to block it, and we're going to defeat it. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. God bless you, kings and queens.